In today's video, we will listen to an everyday conversation between two friends, Anna and Leo, about why our brains use mental shortcuts. Hey Leo, do you have a minute? I'm reading something really cool.
Hey, Anna. Sure, I'm just finishing my coffee. What are you reading?
It's this article about how our brains work. It says we use mental shortcuts all the time.
Mental shortcuts? What does that mean?
Well, just think about your day so far. You've already made hundreds of decisions, right?
I guess so. What to wear, what to eat for breakfast, which email to read first.
Exactly. Thousands of tiny choices. And we don't think hard about every single one. We just decide.
That's true. If I had to think deeply about everything, I would be exhausted by 9 a.m.
Right. That's the main point. The article says our brain's attention is a finite resource.
Finite? You mean it's limited?
Yes, exactly. The article compares it to a phone battery.
A phone battery. That's a good comparison.
You can't use it all day at 100% or it will die. Your brain can't analyze every single piece of information the world throws at you.
So, it needs to save energy.
Yes. So, to be faster and save that precious energy, our brain creates these little shortcuts.
So, these shortcuts are a good thing?
It seems so. I always thought a bias was a bad word. Like a mistake or a problem in our thinking.
Me too. I thought being biased means you were unfair.
That can be a result, yes. But the article says the shortcuts themselves are not bugs in our brain. It says they are features.
Features? You mean like an upgrade?
Sort of. They're tools our brains developed over millions of years of evolution.
For what?
To keep us alive.
Wow. Okay. So, how do these shortcuts keep us alive?
It was designed to solve a few huge common problems. The article talks about 3 big ones.
Okay. I'm interested. What's the first one?
The first problem is too much information.
Oh, I definitely understand that problem. My phone, my email, the news, the noise on the street, it's a total flood.
Exactly. We are bombarded with data every second. Sights, sounds, smells.
It's overwhelming.
So, to stop us from drowning in all that information, our brain has to act like a bouncer.
A bouncer? Like the big guy at the door of a club?
Yes, the bouncer decides who gets in and who stays out. Our brain does the same thing.
It decides what information gets in and what information gets ignored.
Perfect. It's always filtering. It's trying to separate the important signal from all the noise.
So it cherry picks. It just picks the bits of information that seem important.
Yes, or the most useful or the most dangerous. And this filtering happens automatically.
Does it always work? Does it always pick the right things?
No, and that's where it gets interesting. The article gives a classic example.
What is it?
Imagine you are at the beach. It's a beautiful, sunny day.
Okay, I'm there.
But maybe in the back of your mind, you have this tiny little fear, a fear of a shark attack.
Yes, I definitely do. I've seen all the movies. It's such a scary, vivid image.
Right. It's terrifying. It pops into your head easily.
So,
Now, contrast that with the drive you took to get to the beach.
okay. Just a normal drive?
Did you feel that same jolt of fear about getting in a car accident?
No, probably not. I mean, I try to be safe, but I drive every day. It doesn't scare me like a shark.
And yet, statistically, the risk of a car accident is way, way more common than a shark attack.
Wow, that is very true. Why am I more afraid of the shark?
That's the shortcut. It's called the availability heuristic.
That sounds very technical.
It just means available. Because the shark attack is so dramatic and easy for our brain to recall,
My brain thinks it must be common.
yes, the brain's rule is if I can think of it easily, it must be a big risk.
So I end up overestimating this rare, flashy danger.
And you underestimate the common everyday one. That's your mental filter working overtime.
That is fascinating. My brain is tricking me.
Wait, there's another massive filter for this problem. This one is called confirmation bias.
Confirmation? Like to confirm something?
Yes, it's our brain's love for being right.
Oh, I know that feeling. I love being right.
We all do. This bias is our tendency to look for, pay attention to, and remember information that confirms what we already think is true.
And what about information that doesn't confirm it?
We conveniently ignore it or we dismiss it. We say, oh, that's wrong, without really thinking.
Can you give me an example?
The article says to think about social media. Who do you follow?
I follow my friends and pages about my hobbies and news that I agree with.
Exactly. You follow people who agree with you. It's why you might stick to that one news channel that tells you exactly what you want to hear.
It just feels more comfortable.
It is easier. It saves us mental effort. But the article says it has a huge cost.
What's the cost?
It puts us in these bubbles. We only hear one side of the story. It can stop us from ever seeing the whole story.
A confirmation bias bubble. I can see that. Okay, so that was problem 1. Too much information. What's the second problem?
Problem number 2 is the opposite. Not enough meaning.
Not enough meaning? Like life is pointless?
No, not like that. It means we have frustratingly incomplete data.
Incomplete data.
Yes, we almost never have the full picture about, well, anything. A new person, a new situation.
That's true. You only see a small part.
And if there's one thing our brains can't stand, it's a mystery. It hates a vacuum.
So what does it do?
It becomes a storyteller.
A storyteller?
It automatically starts filling in the gaps. It connects the dots using whatever it has on hand.
What does it use?
Stereotypes, past experiences, assumptions, anything to create a story that makes sense.
That sounds a little dangerous.
It can be. A perfect example is something called the halo effect.
A halo, like the ring over an angel's head.
Exactly. If we see just one good thing about someone, our brain just assumes everything else about them is good too.
How does that work?
Okay, so you see an attractive person.
All right.
Our brain automatically thinks, oh, they must also be smart and competent and kind.
Even though we know nothing about them.
Right. Or you hear a very confident speaker. You automatically think, wow, they must be intelligent.
But maybe they're just good at public speaking.
Maybe, but our brain already created this glowing halo around them to fill in all the blank spaces.
Wow. I'm sure I do that. Does it work the other way? Like if you see one bad thing?
Yes, the article said that's called the horn effect, like devil horns.
So one bad trait.
Can make us assume everything else about them is bad too.
Our brains just want a simple, clean story. This person is good or this person is bad.
Exactly. It doesn't like, this person is complicated. That uses too much energy.
Okay, so too much information and not enough information. What's the third and final problem?
The need to act fast.
Ah, this must be the survival one.
Totally. Let's go back in time again. You're on the Savanna. You hear a rustle in the bushes.
Is it the wind or is it a lion?
You don't have time to do a detailed analysis. You can't ask for more data. You just have to react.
If you hesitate, you could get killed.
Exactly. So we are wired deep down to make snap judgments.
To avoid analysis paralysis.
Yes, the article says our brain's motto is basically done is better than perfect.
A pretty good decision made right now is almost always better than a flawless decision made a week from now.
You got it. And this need for speed is the engine behind some of the most powerful biases we have.
Like what?
You see it with something called the anchoring bias.
Anchoring? Like an anchor on a ship?
Yes, our brains grab onto the very first number that gets thrown out.
What do you mean?
Have you ever tried to buy a car or negotiate a salary?
Yes, it's so stressful.
That very first number, that's the anchor. It doesn't matter if it's a crazy high number or a crazy low one.
Our brain just grabs it?
It grabs it, and suddenly, every single offer after that is judged against that first anchor.
So if a car seller says $20,000, that number is stuck in my head.
And $15,000 suddenly sounds like a great deal, even if the car is only worth $12,000. It's a quick and dirty way to simplify a complex decision.
I'm going to remember that. What else?
Another huge one for acting fast is loss aversion.
Aversion? That means you strongly dislike or avoid something.
Yes, our brains are fundamentally wired to avoid pain more than they seek pleasure.
I think I understand that.
The article said studies have shown that the sting, the pain of losing $100,
Yes.
it feels about twice as bad as the joy of finding $100.
I totally believe that. I would be so angry if I lost $100. If I found $100, I'd be happy, but not that happy.
This instinct is super powerful. It makes us act decisively to prevent a loss.
Which was fantastic for our ancestors. Don't lose your food. Don't lose your shelter.
Right, but in today's world, it can sometimes make us too cautious. We are so afraid of losing that we don't take a good opportunity.
Okay, so these three problems explain why we have shortcuts. But you said they can also lead us astray. They can cause errors in judgment.
Exactly.
So the big question is, what do we do about it?
That's what I was just reading.
How do we go from just knowing about these biases to actually doing something? Can we just eliminate them? Turn them off?
That was my first thought. But the article says no.
No?
It's just not going to happen. It's impossible.
Impossible? Why?
It said a study found that these biases are so deep-seated that even for the experts who study this stuff for a living, they are incredibly hard to get rid of.
So, if you can't eliminate them, what's the point? This is kind of depressing.
No, it's not. The point is not elimination. The point is awareness.
Awareness? Just knowing they exist?
Yes, that's the real goal here. Just knowing that these shortcuts are running in the background is the single most powerful step you can take.
How is that powerful? I still have the bias.
Because it gives you the ability to hit the pause button on your own brain.
The pause button. I like that.
You can stop and ask, wait a minute, is this a shortcut talking? Is this my availability heuristic making me afraid? Is this just my confirmation bias wanting to be right?
That seems hard to do in the middle of a decision.
It is, but the article gives a really practical tool you can use to start building that awareness.
What is it?
It's called the ABC model.
A, B, C?
Yes. So A is the activating event. This is the thing that happens.
Okay, let's use your example. I get stuck in a traffic jam.
Perfect. A is the traffic jam. Now, C is the consequence. That's your feeling and reaction.
C is, I feel angry, I feel stressed, I'm yelling at the other cars, my whole day is ruined.
Right. Now, most of us think A causes C. The traffic causes the anger.
It does, doesn't it?
That's what we think, but that's not true. There is a B in the middle.
What's B?
B is your belief. It's that immediate, biased, automatic thought.
What thought?
The thought in your head. This is a disaster. My whole day is ruined. This is terrible. I'm going to be so late.
Ugh, yes, I definitely think that.
That belief, that B, is what actually causes the anger, the C, not the traffic jam itself.
So A, traffic, triggers B, the belief this is a disaster, and B, the belief, causes C, the anger.
You got it. And once you can spot that belief, that little story your brain is telling you,
I can question it.
you suddenly have the power to question it and maybe even change it.
Change it? How?
You can say, wait, is this really a disaster? Or am I just going to be 10 minutes late? Is my whole day ruined or just this one part of it?
So I can change my B belief.
And if you change your B, you change your C. You might still feel annoyed, but maybe not angry and stressed.
A, B, C. Activating event, belief, consequence. That's a really useful tool.
I thought so too.
So the article finished with a question. Now that you know about these, which one is your brain's go-to move?
My go-to move?
Yeah, your personal pattern.
I think mine is definitely the availability heuristic. I am always more afraid of the rare, scary thing than the common, boring one.
And I think mine is confirmation bias. I really like my bubble. It's so cozy.
Well, just starting to recognize it is the first step.
This was really interesting. My brain is a lot weirder than I thought.
Mine too.
Great work today. Keep going. Every lesson helps you improve your English. I'm excited to see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun lessons. Keep learning and see you again soon.